We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. Today, faithful acolytes, we will be taking a look at this. And what this is the Jersey Barnfire Smoked Ghost Taco. Put it on all your Mexican food, eggs, fries, and more. And here's a little commentary from the company. Guys, feel free to pause the screen and read that if you would care to. And we have here the ingredients panel and the nutritional information. I'm going to skip that right now and see if we can find a way to read this without the glare. Okay, here we go. Tomatoes, white vinegar, water, apple cider vinegar, sugar, smoked ghost pepper, salt, spice, garlic powder, onion powder, xanthan gum. And there it is, guys. You can see there is some little bits and pieces of things in there, guys. And let's take a look at what it looks like. You can see it's coming down pretty fast. It does have a good thickness to it. You can see there's little flecks of pepper in there. It's very sticky, as you can see on my plastic spoon here, and I can smell the smoked ghost peppers already, guys. Quite good. And guys, let's take a shot at this. First flavor is tomatoes, and followed almost immediately by the smoked ghost pepper. Guys, it's the 6th ingredient on this, and it still is a dominator. Anytime you throw a ghost pepper into stuff, guys, you're going to have a certain quantity of heat to things, and this one does have a decent amount of punch like this. It's not a bad tasting sauce. I don't think I would eat it like this a lot, but it's not, I would not say it's bad at all tasting by itself. Some sauces are awful until you pair them with food. This is not one of them. This one's pretty solid. So apple cider vinegar to me is a good way of having a disaster for your sauce. And in the case of this one, if it's used right, though, it gives it a nice earthiness, which is kind of what I think they were going for here. It does have a good balance of astringency versus richness, guys, and no real complaints, guys, at all on the flavoring here. I think it's really quite good. I wouldn't say this is my favorite taco sauce ever, but I'm kind of a sucker for Chipotle when it comes to Mexican food, as I'm sure many of you guys are. So anything that's a smoked anything has my immediate interest when it comes to Mexican food. So guys, over here, I happen to have some Del Taco tacos and a burrito, guys. And let's just put that off to the side, Let's just take a look here. Just a regular soft shell taco. And I've had these numerous times, guys, of course, from Del Taco, Taco Bell. Their sauces are not bad. The chain sauces from those two, I don't have no complaints about. But they're not, except that they're generally not hot enough. So this one, this is a good test because there's not huge amounts of flavoring on the food itself. So there's about what I usually put on, guys. You see it's there. It's just enough basically to cover up the meat. And that's what I do when I sample it. So from here, guys, we'll pick it up and just go for it. I think for a good Mexican sauce, you really have to have some tomato in there, and not to the point where it's ketchup, but this in conjunction with that tomato works so spectacularly on these tacos. Just really an excellent blend. So for burritos, I don't like to do that. If you're like me, sometimes you open up burritos and you can't get them closing the same way again, guys. So we're just going to do this. We're going to throw some on the plate, and it's just all I have here. I've done this with the green ones also. This happens to be a red burrito. So what I like to do is I like to get this part out of the way so we can get right in to the bean burrito. And we'll just dip it in there. Get a good amount of sauce on it, guys. That's the first hit I get's the sauce, and then the beans come in there behind it, and you can just that's really good. Trying to find the excellent Mexican style sauce that you can keep on home and you can rely on to both spice things up a little bit, but also our main objective here, guys, really is to improve the flavor. So trying to find something that will do those things can be a little bit of a challenge. It's always kind of the holy grail, because it seems like there's, you have Cholulas and stuff like that, which are okay sauces, but when you want something with a little punch to it, you don't really have an awesome amount of selection, and a lot of them that have a lot of punch are not great flavorful. So that's why something that like this that comes along, this Jersey Barnfire, is really, it's really a nice thing to have. The habanero and chipotle sauces, you see a lot of those out there too. Those are also good to have on hand. Basically anything with chipotle, I guess. But this one, guys, if you come across this one, this is well worth your while to get. I don't know if this is going to become my standby Mexican sauce, but I don't know that it's not going to become my standby Mexican sauce as well, guys. It's really, really quite good. The one sort of hazard to this one is you can make this uncomfortable for a lot of people to eat if you over sauce with this, because the ghost peppers, they're not quite like habanero where they have a delayed effect, but these will build and build and build and build. And you can very easily get to the point where it can be uncomfortable for a lot of people. But used judiciously, this thing is outstanding. This is a really, really, really solid sauce. I wouldn't say it's the greatest I've ever had or anything like that, but it's a very, very delectable, very good tasting sauce. And definitely, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it winds up possibly being in regular rotation. As it is now, I would say it's probably a contender for sauce of the year, guys. And you guys can check out the blog if you want to find out more about what that means. There is a year-end update that I do every year where I talk about sauces of the year, which is basically the sauce that has impressed me the most and has been the highest rated throughout the year. So if you want to go check that out, guys. Guys, I think I have 6 or 7 sauce of the years up right now. If you just go and you click on December, it's always the last post of the year, because I do a year-end wrap-up as well. So anyway, guys, this is the end of the road for the support video for this. The Jersey Barnfire Ghost Taco Sauce, guys. Go forth in peace to serve the flame.